a Predator spacecraft plummets to Earth. While on a mission to retrieve hostages, Quinn McKenna, a U.S. Army Ranger sniper, and his group come under attack from the Predator. In an attempt to demonstrate the presence of extraterrestrial life, Quinn renders the Predator incapable of moving and mails off pieces of its armor. Quinn is apprehended by government agent Will Traeger and detained for investigation. In addition, Traeger brings the Predator to a laboratory for research and observation. Casey Brackett, an evolutionary scientist, is brought in to examine the creature and finds that human DNA is present in the Predator's genetic composition. The Predator arouses, escapes its bonds, and murders the armed guards and lab employees while sparing Brackett, the lone unarmed individual. Quinn is taken prisoner along with a number of other inmates, including Nettles, an Army helicopter pilot, Coyle, Baxley, Lynch, and Nebraska Williams, a former Marine. They take over the bus after observing the Predator make its getaway from the facility. Brackett goes to visit Quinn's divorced wife Emily, where he surprisingly discovers the Predator armor he had earlier delivered to a post office box. This occurred as a result of the postman delivering the P.O. box to her residence as he had not paid for it. But in an effort to elude bullies, Quinn's autistic son Rory has dressed up for trick-or-treating as an armored person. Just in time to prevent the youngster from being ambushed by two Predator hounds, Quinn and the others locate his son. After shooting one dog in the head, Quinn blasts it up with a grenade, and Nebraska accidentally lobotomizes the second dog. They begin to return the Predator's armor when a bigger, more formidable Predator shows up and engages the first in combat while the Predator pursues them into a neighboring school. After the gang runs away, the second Predator kills the first and goes in search of the lost technology. According to Brackett's conclusion, the Predators are trying to enhance their genetic makeup by ingesting human and maybe alien DNA. She goes on to say that Rory can translate and comprehend Predator technology because of his autism. The group runs away to an abandoned barn, but Traeger tracks them down, apprehends them, and explains his theory. The Predators are frantically gathering samples before it's too late because they believe that climate change would prevent them from obtaining human DNA for further hybridization. Traeger leads the youngster to the spaceship after observing him sketching a map of it. With the assistance of the now docile, brain-damaged Predator hound, the crew escapes and pursues him. After everyone has reached the wrecked spacecraft, the second Predator shows up, kills Lynch, and uses translation software to tell everyone that it will destroy the ship to prevent it from falling into their hands and give them all a head start before it pursues them. Before Baxley and Coyle can fire one another, the Predator fatally wounds a number of Traeger's soldiers. In an attempt to harm the alien with a Predator weapon, Traeger unwittingly ends his own life. Rory is taken by the Predator, who uses his autism as evidence of human development and decides to use him as a valuable subject for hybridization before taking off in his ship. Nettles, Quinn, and Nebraska touch down on the outside of the ship, but before they can get off, the Predator cuts off Nettles' legs with a force field, causing him to plummet to his death. Nebraska gives his life, slamming into the ship's turbine and sending it down. As the spacecraft collapses, Quinn slips inside and launches an attack on the Predator. When Brackett shows up following the collision, the three of them defeat the Predator by using its weaponry. Before leaving, they honor their fallen friends by leaving trinkets in their honor. Subsequently, Quinn and Rory are shown in a science lab observing the cargo that was purposefully left behind on the Predator's ship being opened. A piece of technology appears out of nowhere, latches onto a lab employee, and functions as a metamorphic Predator killer suit before shutting off. Quinn says he will be the pilot operating the suit after realizing the first predator was attempting to pass it on to humans so they could battle the larger predators fairly.